and this is Black Views bringing you the Black News. Hey fam, this B-Jax over here bringing you the Black Views and bringing you the news. So today, kind of want to talk about the traps that are out here for us with this little Asian dilemma thing that's going on. You know, a good example, how I always talk about how something, as long as you can blame black people for it, everything's all right. Remember, this Asian thing started out with coronavirus, and the president, his rhetoric, he called it, some names, but basically preferring to Asians as, I think, he was just trying to piss China off, when he was saying these things. But nevertheless, it has been taken to a whole nother level where it started there and now it's black people. Folks, y'all better watch out. I'm telling you right now. I don't know where these black people are out here, so-called black people out here attacking Asians. There's crime all over America. Crime every day. Crime happens to black people. Crime happens to Asian people. And crime happens to, white people. But no other group says, like, when white people are attacked or something happens to them, they're robbed. They don't just say, the black people are, well, they probably do say that, attacking white people. When black people get attacked by white people, yeah, we do say it's the white people, but nothing ever happens. So I'm trying to understand suddenly, where's all this coming from? What exactly is going on? And what it seems like to me, it reminds me of the crack laws. It almost looks like what they're trying to do is put themselves in position to get some legislation to be able to punish black people, because we're the only people they're talking about. Although other groups are guilty of killing them and have been killing them since, the beginning of time, suddenly it's black people. And we're really now focusing on that. And I can see coming up next some legislation that's going to be put in place that's basically going to make it to the point where if you have an argument with an Asian, now how about this? If you have an argument with someone who happens to be Asian, okay, there's going to be repercussions behind that. You might have to do an interview. You might have to be taken in downtown. They're going to take your name, your fingerprints. They're going to do all this stuff to basically document you, as an Asian hater or a person that is anti-Asian. All my life, I've grown up, all I see is Asians making money in black neighborhoods. I've seen the Asians say things, just basically to the point where they harass you in their stores and their businesses. We put up with a lot of that. And yes, there has been tension because you're in our neighborhoods and you're treating us like garbage, talking to us like we're the ones from somewhere else. So there is going to be conflicts with people that are from here and people that come here. That's just 101. Okay, and that's not something that we made up. You got to think about it. Who's using, this type of rhetoric? Those foreigners, these foreigners. That's white people, man. That's white supremacists. Okay, those are the ones that have been so stern and concerned about those coming over the border. But those are the ones that make the laws to allow them to come over. Okay, the same white supremacists that's telling you, hey, these foreigners here, they're taking up jobs or whatever the hell they're doing, are the same ones that let them in. They're the same ones that let them in among us. Okay, to take from us. Okay, to viciously economically go after us. They set up shop where we live at. Okay, you can go down the street and go down to the mall. It's owned by Asians. It's owned by Asians, whether you want to call them Indians, whether you want to call them Koreans, because see, if you notice, they're not saying, oh, hate against Koreans. They're not saying hate against Japanese. They're not saying hate against Chinese. They're not saying hate against Indians who are Asians. They're just saying Asians are being attacked. And see, that's going to go all across the board. Because if you've been in corporate America lately, who's there? Indians and Asians. I mean, these are facts. I'm not a racist. I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm just telling you the facts. If when you work in corporate, who's there? Asians, Indians and Asians. Okay, and we do have Africans now, but they're all foreigners, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I don't work in corporate for 24 years. They're all foreigners. To see brothers and sisters like me, I mean, it's almost like, they put you in certain spots and make sure that you're there. Okay, so I'm not gonna go too much into that, but I just want to tell you, I want to go back to the narrative that Asians are not suffering in America and never had. And when they did suffer, they never suffered by the hands of black people. There were white supremacists that were exterminating Asians. There were white supremacists. The government dropped the bomb on Japan. I mean, that's not black people. So suddenly we are attacking everyone when you can see here that white supremacists are attacking Asians and have been attacking Asians. And when you do see some kind of skit or something where a black person is supposedly attacking the Asian, it doesn't even look right. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, when we do, or if a black person insults an Asian, I don't think he's going to use the word Asian. So all this rhetoric, we don't use the word Asian when we cuss people out. We don't use the word, African. Like, if you were cussing an African person, you don't say African. You don't say Asian. There's other words that we use. Okay, so it just sounds so just ridiculous when it's these insults that come out of what black people have called Asians. They sound so corny and manufactured. Something they read out of a dictionary to say that black people called them. It doesn't make any sense. But I see it gearing up. We have mammies out here. They're also joining the fight. Stop the Asian hate. Why are black people having anything or saying anything about it? Why don't we just say stop the black people hate and then worry about that? Let's put in legislature to assist black people. Why are our black representatives and congressmen and so-called black leaders, they talk about everything else but what black people need? They're the first ones out there. No, the Asians are being hurt. It's going to go right down the line, because right after Asians, they're going to say Indians. Right after Indians, they're going to say Mexicans. They're going to say Hispanics. Pretty soon, everybody's going to say they're hated by black people. And that's what they're starting. They're trying to get us to the Germany days, man, to extermination. If they haven't already done so, think about it. They're trying to remove the whole Negro, the whole African American thing, the whole FBA, ADOS. They want to remove that, man. They want to mingle us in with anybody else's dark. And say, oh yeah, that's them. It's so just disrespectful to us. So disrespectful to us as a people, period. And you have all these other groups, they confide in this, bro. And then they wonder why they're getting, shot in the street. They're getting robbed. Not by us. But things are happening to them because they're lying on us. They're lying on God's people, saying that we're the ones attacking them. And they only come here to feed off of us. Little black boys, little black girls have had to go to carryouts to eat, man. And if you've ever been to a carryout, you'll see that them Asians that work there are not eating the same food they're feeding you. In fact, there's so many speculations that it's possible they're feeding us pigeons. I mean, think about this. All the reports, all the things that you've seen on TV, and now suddenly Asians are being attacked. They go hard, man. I've seen arguments, but that's because you're talking about the transfer of dollars. You're talking about transactions. So people are they're a little more stern when it comes to their money and how they're being treated, especially as a customer. Many of this stuff is not racial. When you see black people and you see Asians arguing, it's a customer arguing with an employer. That's what it is. Because other than that, we wouldn't be around the Asian except for to buy a product. So the mere fact to sit here and say we're attacking them, like we don't come around Asians, we don't live around Asians. New York on the subway. I mean, listen, it's black people on the subway get beat up, knocked out. I seen it. White people on the subway get beat up, knocked out. But it's not racist. I mean, you just want to say it's racial? I don't listen. Like I said, I'm only speaking on it because these are the videos that they show of black, so-called black men pushing Asians. And I say to myself, where do you see this at? Where you live at? Think about it for a second. Where you live at, where do you see it? Because you know for a fact you don't come across an Asian until you go to the liquor store, or until you go to the carryout, or till you go take your lady to get her nails done. They're doing manis and patties. They get paid up in there. In fact, keep in mind, these are the same people. Before I was 21, we were able to go buy our liquor and beer. Oh yeah, you go to the Chinaman, you can get beer. He don't ask for no ID. He don't ask for shit. Oh yeah, Chinaman got bootleg video. He got everything for you. But now we're attacking them when they allow our children to buy alcohol without identification. I've never heard of any big crackdown on that. But today, somehow we're attacking Asians. You know what this is this is like a rally for Asians, man. That's all this is. This is a rally for them to get more funding, to get reparations for them. Okay, and then everybody look at us like those bad black people. You know, I mean, think about it. Flag is flown half staff for the 8 Asians that were attacked. But when Dylan Roof killed the blacks in the church, no half staff of flags. Man, think of the psyche of this, man. They run over us like we're nobodies. You know, and then when we complain about how we're being treated, we just complaining and shit. No. When we're trying to get what's rightfully ours, think about it, man. Rightfully ours, man. Reparations, man. Bread. I mean, listen, man, all these people out here talking about what they gonna give, what they ain't gonna give. I'm trying to tell you what we're owed. A debt is owed. And all these other groups are living off the debt, man. How is it that we have just children that come to the border? I mean, just think about it. Children just coming to the border. Like, this has to be a setup. The children just walk to the border by themselves. No parents. And how does Mexico as a country feel about that? We're just going to let the kids go. Because they don't want them there. So all these groups that come here, some of them aren't wanted where they come from. Or they're leaving where they come from because there's some kind of war going on. There's some kind of extermination of their people going on. And then they come here. And for the Foundation Black Americans that's been here, they treating us like we the foreigners. You know, if you ever been to Chinatown, quite interesting place. But they have a town called Chinatown. Where their people come into the country, they go to Chinatown first. Because some of them ain't supposed to be here. So they lay up in Chinatown. They ain't got to learn no English. Some of them ain't got to go to school. They ain't got to do nothing. They just show up. They live in Chinatown and they got a business. Okay? Somebody, aunt, uncle, they bring them over here. They ain't got to learn no English. They in Chinatown. See, everybody has a refuge in America, but the Black American, the foundational Black American, ADOS. Everybody has a refuge. But what we can do is make better decisions. Stop purchasing items at their stores. Stop going to the carryout. Stop spending your money. I mean, you might have to go to a laundromat, but if you don't have to go there, go somewhere else. Whatever you can do. If you have to go, listen, I get it. Because these Asian businesses are strategically in our neighborhoods and places where there's nothing else. There's no Giant there. There's no grocery store there. There's nobody. Everybody pillages in our neighborhood from us. Okay? So I get it. You might have to go there. But ladies, let's try to comb our own hairs. Let's try to be more creative in how we do our own hair. And many of you, I think you do a better job by yourself doing it. You don't have to go to no African shops to get no braids. You don't have to go nowhere to get nothing. Work on it yourself and develop a business so we can start paying you to do braids, pay you to do nails, pay you to fry chicken and macaroni. You do it the best. How did the Asians get in the hair care product anyway? When black women were on top of this in America from the beginning, because there were rules and regulations, laws, permits, and things like that are put in place to constantly keep us down. That's why we're supposed to have reparations. Listen, it's not about proof; it's about their delay. There's more than enough proof. I always say this. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles of film and documentary papers put together that prove that blacks were done wrong in America. But the mere fact that they won't give it to you is blatant disrespect. And you have to see that. And you're not acting off of that. And that's why you're numb to things that are going on around you, because you've constantly forgotten your own struggle. Your struggle is everybody else's struggle now if you look around. Asians are not virus. Racism is. Stop Asian hate. End violence against Asians. Like black people used to carry these signs. And now so suddenly they kidnap your struggle and now they're being come on, bro. Now Asians running around talking about they being violently hurt. And when I go into the establishments, the lounges, the little clubs and the little thing, all I see is Asians hanging around black people, dancing to the songs. They in there high-fiving and shit with Jordans on, with the chains on. So I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out, so who's having a problem with blacks? Because they all up in the club. They all up everywhere using the word nigga, shawty, dog, slim, this, that. They using all our words. They create new bywords. So I'm trying to understand where are the Asians being attacked, because they're around us. Even when, like I said, when you go down into the clubs like downtown, you see Asians in these clubs with black people trying to be black. Come talk to me now. Y'all know out there. Y'all see this out there. So why all of a sudden now we're attacking Asians? They right up under us all day. That's wild, man. The next thing they're going to say is we're attacking illegal aliens. That's going to be next. And then they're going to get legislature. They're going to get reparations. They're going to get money for going to the border and have to sit in cages. Ain't got nothing to do with us. That's not our fight. As black people, we want everybody to get justice, all that shit. But we ain't getting justice. So guess what? If they in cages, that's not our fight. We ain't got no control over that. Now, one black person signed a legislature to put nobody in no cages or do nothing like that. What we do have a bunch of coon-ass Negroes, okay, that sit up on Capitol Hill and do absolutely nothing. I don't even understand what their argument is. If it was on CNN, a certain black congressman, he was reprimanded for his mouth. He was put out because he was persistent what he was saying. You don't hear none of this shit. You don't hear none of that. Congressman so disrespectful, wouldn't stop talking, because guess what? They don't care about you. They made it. They are the American dream. Okay? Those black people that they feel like they are the 12% representation. So fuck the rest. Okay? They not doing nothing for their people. They like, shit, I went to school. Shit, I'm up here now. Shit, I got an ID card. I make 10,000. I'm straight, man. I'm not, man. Fuck these niggas, man. They don't owe me shit. I don't owe them nothing, man. I got here with my own hard work. This is how niggas talk when they get to the top. Man, fuck them niggas, man. Them same niggas in school. I ain't fucking with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't right. That's them when they get where they get, man. They ain't caring about you, bro. The only way we're gonna make it happen is right down here in the roots, man. Spreading the word and making better decisions. I swear to you, every dollar, just make a better decision with the dollar, man, and they're gonna feel it. They already feeling it now. Look around, ain't nobody buying that shit. And I see people buying that shit around 2 a.m. And every time I say, hey man, y'all should. I mean, come on, man. But you have black people that are lost, man. They lost souls. They just out here. They just operating every day. They just functioning to get up, go wherever they gotta go, make the money, do whatever they gotta do. I'm hungry now. Fuck that. I'm gonna eat these chicken wings, man. I don't care. They're not understanding that the reason why they're going through what they're going through is directly because of what's going on around us. Okay? The pillaging of other groups that come into our neighborhood and then say we attack them. They're coming after your kids, I'm telling you. This is about your children. This is about them killing little black boys and little black girls. Especially little black girls with mouth that's mouthy. Oh, they're going to blow their motherfucking heads off, trust me. And little black boys that come in that's talking crap, watch. All they got to do, they're going to call the police. Listen, somebody going to argue about they chicken chow mein. Or they ain't get enough mumbo sauce on their fries. They're going to argue about that. They're going to call the police. And then they're going to tell the police that they insulted them. They said some rhetoric to them that was anti-Asian, and they're going to go to jail. I'm trying to tell you. This is what's going to happen. These little petty crimes, and they're going to be felonies and shit. They make you have to show up in court and pay out your pocket. New ways to make Negroes pay. See, everybody's going to have a hate crime bill and shit. And it's gonna have Negro on the bottom of it. Like, beware of the Negro. But until they fully get rid of us, that's what they want. It's just, oh my God, it's just so. When you talk about betrayal, when you talk about just E2 Brute stabbed in the back, how can an African come from Africa to America, where people were so-called stolen from their homeland, and treat them this way? Oh my God. Think about it for a second, bro. You come here, you set up your shop, and then you shit on us, man, knowing that we are the people that was stolen from the land. Knowing that. Everybody knowing that. They willfully come in. Think about the crime. They willfully come into this country and willfully abide by the laws that disrespect black people. They don't speak up from racism or anything until it happens to them. But somehow they're under the minority umbrella, okay? Umbrella. They take all our civil rights laws and they twist them around. Everybody gets paid. How diabolical, man. Oh, man. I tell you what. My advice, do what you're supposed to do. Do not become a criminal. Do not allow them to make you a criminal. Do what you're supposed to do. Avoid sales and places of people that disrespect you. Do not patronize them. Think about it. Seek out your own. Speak to the youth. Okay, because I'm trying to tell you, old niggas ain't shit. I know they probably get mad. That's probably some of my subscribers. That shit be going up and down. But old people ain't shit, man. Cause they get up in age and they get comfortable and then they forget how they got where they were and then so they just they ain't shit, man. Those are the ones that so many of them hate their own youth. Ain't got no words for them. Scared to talk to them. They don't have no words for them. So you know what they do? Sick the white man on them. Oh well, they don't want to listen to me because you ain't got shit to say. But tell a motherfucker, just hang in there. That's all some of these old niggas can say. Just hang in there. Okay? And loving everybody. And loving everybody that don't love them. And have no compassion or love for your own. You have no understanding why your people act the way they act. Because you're fucking oblivious. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Please like and subscribe. Also comment. This video is about various things. I'm just commenting. I'm just ranting because I'm upset. Thank you. Have a good day.